weeks away from actually the first patient infusion of cell therapies that were manufactured by us. There are huge first mover advantages to getting to the finish line first. Cellares is poised to become the IBM of cell therapy manufacturing.
Onyx Live is proudly sponsored by Humphrey's Law and Panacea.
My name is Fabian Gerlinghaus. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Cellares, and I'm here today with Onyx News Group.
Fantastic. And so what are you working on at Cellares?
So Cellares is the world's first integrated development and manufacturing organization, IDMO. We're really contract manufacturer leading the high-tech transformation of biopharmaceutical manufacturing, starting with cell therapies. We started the company based on one key insight. Cell therapy manufacturing is the bottleneck holding back the cell therapy industry. And we set out to resolve this bottleneck by building the most advanced cell therapy manufacturing and quality control technologies, which we have now completed. Both the Cell Shuttle for manufacturing and the Cell Q, our two flagship products, are GMP ready for clinical and commercial scale manufacturing. We're rolling out these technologies in our own IDMO smart factories in the United States, in Europe, and in Japan to build out a global network of IDMO smart factories that can actually meet the total patient demand for cell therapies globally. So we've got an unprecedented amount of scalability. We can produce 10 times more cell therapies with the same facility size and the same headcount. So where our manual, conventional CDMO competitors have to build 10 facilities, we need to build one facility. Where they need to hire thousands of employees and train thousands of employees, we need to hire and train hundreds of employees, which gives us scalability, incredible cost efficiencies, lower manufacturing failure rates, so much higher reliability of the drug supply chain for our pharma and biotech partners.
So we've spoken a couple of times over the past few years, and it's always been interesting to see the potential of this technology, but it seems like that potential is now translating to a reality with the FDA clearance of Cabaletta Bio's IND Amendment. Can you tell us more?
Happy to. I am so incredibly excited. After 6.5 years of building the company, building the technology, facilities, quality systems, signing up customers, doing preclinical work, we're on a precipice of actually putting cell therapies that were manufactured by Cellares in our own facilities on the most advanced technology into patients. So we're weeks away from actually the first patient infusion of cell therapies that were manufactured by us. And a really important milestone on the way there was receiving FDA clearance for the IND Amendment for Cabaletta's clinical trial called rese-cel for the rese-cel product. So in the first half of 2026, we're going to infuse doses of rese-cel into patients that were made by Cellares on the Cell Shuttle and released on the Cell Q, which is a huge value inflection point for us as a company.
Could you tell us a bit more about the rese-cel product and Cabaletta's trial?
Yes, happy to. So rese-cel is a CAR T-cell therapy for various autoimmune diseases, specifically lupus, scleroderma, myositis, a few others. Considering these large patient populations for autoimmune diseases, the scalability of our Cell Shuttle platform is really a key differentiating factor. We're hands down the only contract manufacturer in the industry that can actually scale out to meet the total patient demand for these autoimmune diseases with up to 100,000 patient doses per year per drug.
Really exciting to hear about that trial, what it means for Cabaletta and what it means for Cellares. So apart from this huge milestone, what else are you talking to investors about at JPM this year?
Yeah, very good question. We've had a really strong start to the year. Last week we announced a deal with Autolus for obe-cel, which is another FDA-approved cell therapy that we're working on automating on our platform on the Cell Shuttle in preparation, of course, for commercial scale manufacturing. Autolus is looking for a manufacturing partner in the United States for commercial scale manufacturing, and that's what we're working towards. So in addition to that, we just announced a collaboration with City of Hope, where we're working on automating a CAR T-cell therapy for solid tumors. And again, solid tumor CAR Ts have larger patient populations than the hematological malignancy patient populations. And autoimmune diseases, such as the ones that we're working on with Cabaletta, with rese-cel, have even larger patient populations. So again, the scalability of our platform is the key differentiating factor that enables us to actually meet the patient demand for these larger patient populations in solid tumors, in autoimmune diseases, and we're excited to do that and help the industry in that way.
And so I understand you also recently announced a new Chief Commercial Officer.
That's right, we're very proud to have Ali Soleimanizad on the team as Chief Commercial Officer. Ali was previously Chief Commercial Officer at Maxite, and I'm very excited that as we're establishing a clinical cGMP track record, supporting multiple clinical trials in 2026, and then commercial scale manufacturing in 2027, I'm really excited for Ali to take all this increased customer demand and channel it into our rapidly expanding network of IDMO smart factories in the United States, in Europe, and in Japan.
You've also got a new facility launching in Europe.
Absolutely. So on Monday, we announced our European headquarters. We're building a commercial scale IDMO smart factory in Leiden in the Netherlands. To support commercial scale manufacturing there. And cell therapies are manufactured to order, which is very time sensitive, and that ultimately makes on-continent manufacturing a practical requirement for European patient populations. Our first IDMO smart factory for commercial scale manufacturing in Europe gives our partners a local supply path while keeping control consistent across all the geographies, US, Europe, and Japan, through a consistent, fully automated manufacturing standard, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
So with all of these exciting announcements, what does the future look like for Cellares?
Look, the thing that I'm most excited about is that after 6.5 years, we're about to infuse cell therapies into patients that were manufactured by Cellares in our own facilities, on our own automated manufacturing platform, released on the automated CellQ platform. And we're doing all of this in an FDA-regulated environment for a paying customer. This is what we started the company to do. GMP manufacturing of the most advanced pharmaceuticals, living drugs, cell therapies going into patients. And after 6.5 years of company building and technology building and preparational work, we're about to do it. We're about to infuse patients with cell therapies manufactured by Cellares on the Cell Shuttle.
And so finally, in a couple of sentences, what is your main message to investors this week?
Great question, Adil. My main message to investors this week is Cellares is infusing cell therapies into patients that were manufactured by Cellares on the most advanced manufacturing platform. 2027, we're doing commercial scale manufacturing. So there are huge first mover advantages to getting to the finish line first and demonstrating fully automated, highly scalable, cost-efficient, and reliable cell therapy manufacturing on an automated platform. And Cellares is winning that race. We're here years before the competition, and there are huge first mover advantages because if you put yourself into the position of an executive vice president of technical operations or external manufacturing at a pharma company who needs to choose a automated, scalable, cost-efficient manufacturing partner for cell therapies, well, they're going to choose what's tried and proven. Nobody ever got fired for hiring IBM. Cellares is poised to become the IBM of cell therapy manufacturing, tried, proven, cGMP track record in the clinic in 2026, commercial scale GMP track record in 2027. So Cellares is winning that race and getting to the finish line first. Nobody's going to go with a second mover technology thereafter that promises to be ready for GMP manufacturing 2, 3, 4 years down the road. Nobody's going to take that risk.
Congratulations on being in first place, Fabian. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.